Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. This is Jared. I appreciate your time and thank you for watching. Some major news for Second Amendment lovers. Pay attention. Don't just click off of this. This is big news. In light of last night's New Hampshire primary elections, where Donald Trump won for the Republican side and Bernie Sanders won for the Democratic side, it has created a scenario that we all need to pay attention to. Regardless of your personal politics, if you value the Second Amendment, it is right now going to be threatened in a major way. The billionaire Michael Bloomberg, who is one of the biggest anti-gun people in the country, has come out and said that he might launch a independent run for president. Why is that news for us? If you are not familiar with Michael Bloomberg, he was the former mayor of New York City, multi-billionaire, estimated net wealth is like $39 billion. And he is very outspoken and very anti-gun, very outspoken against gun rights. He has spent millions of his own dollars already on anti-gun attempts across the country. In fact, Obama's most recent executive actions as it pertained to gun control were spearheaded by Michael Bloomberg. He had a lot of meetings one-on-one with President Obama prior to the announcements and what ideas would be good if you wanted to control guns and stuff like that. And guys, don't just cast this off. Don't just set this aside as something that's not going to happen. If he runs, there are people who will vote for him. And it might be enough people to take votes away from people who might be paramount to the Second Amendment. And that's big news. I don't like to do politics on this channel. While there are some on here, it's strictly those that pertain to gun rights and Second Amendment rights and civil rights. But as far as like my personal politics, you probably don't know who I'm going to vote for. And unless you're a close family member, I'm not going to really tell you. Unless we sit down for a couple brewskis and get to know each other really good. But it's big news. He has committed to spending almost $1 billion of his own money, following the trend that Donald Trump did, spending his own money. And he is extremely hell-bent on banning guns. And he's willing to use his personal fortune to do that. Pay attention, folks. If that does happen, if he figures out that he's finally going to put his name in the ring, in the bag to be president, you need to take action. And what do I mean? You need to be as political as you've ever been, as far as, and people hate to do it, make a phone call, write a letter to your representatives. Let them know they work for you. It does have an effect if a lot of people do it. I know a lot of people hate doing it, or my vote doesn't count, that's why I don't vote. Even if you don't vote, if you are pro-Second Amendment, this is huge. Please pay attention. He's going to decide shortly. He did say in previous interviews about a month ago that if the nation's primary election, which has already started, the elections just looked like it was going to be Trump versus Sanders, and so far that's what we have, although we're very early in the political season. He did say if that's the trend, then he was going to put his name in starting in March. So March 1st is when he wants to make the decision, or by March 1st, to put his name on the ballots across the country for the remaining primaries. Big news, guys. Pay attention. You can't let this guy get any hope. We can't let this guy in office. We can't let this guy and his anti-Second Amendment view get anywhere near any place that has power. If you're familiar with New York, you know what this guy has done. If you live in New York, put a comment in here and let people know what he's done for gun rights in that state. He's done nothing but bad. 9-round magazines because 10 rounds is evil. Can't carry in New York City. Can't carry. I was a police officer, and before the nationwide carry bill that came out, as a police officer, I couldn't carry off duty in New York City. There's so much bad as far as Second Amendment that has happened in New York. So if you don't believe me, read the comments because I'm sure they'll pop up. Pay attention. That's all I can say. Thanks for watching. This is Jared. Have a good day.